Good morning, everybody. Excellent, some people are awake. So I am Bill McMurray and I'm the Managing Director of CA Technologies in Australia and New Zealand, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you here to CA Expo 2013. This is our 12th annual event in Melbourne, and I'd like to thank you all for being here with us today. I think we've got an action-packed agenda and a floor out here that's full of technology innovations and partners who have had great successes in the marketplace that I'm sure you guys will spend a lot of time with and see there. So last year, our focus was on innovation within budget constraints. And what I mean by that was that so much of budgets these days, IT budgets, are tied up, 70 to 80% it is shown, is tied up in how do you just keep the lights on. And that other remaining piece is what's used for innovation and trying to address the requirements that business has constantly got in place to try and get things doing more things, new services, addressing BYOD, addressing social, addressing mobility, big data, all of those sorts of things. And the challenge that IT has is how do you deliver all of that that's required by the business, all within same or reducing budgets. So, you know, the way that we believe you should do that is talking about how you use automation and innovation to do things better, cheaper, faster, and with less risk to achieve those innovations, to do those things to liberate budget from the 70 to 80% for keeping the lights on, and then move that money into where you can go with innovation on those other things that we were talking about. So while that is still all relevant today, this event is focused on taking charge of the digital revolution. And what we mean by that, if you look around, mobility, BYOD is driving everything nowadays, everything. And so how do you deal with the sheer number of devices? How do you deal with BYOD? How do you deal with the explosion of connections, of all the interactions and big data that's out there? Combined with, of course, the cloud is now enabling business to combine services easily and directly without even engaging IT in many ways. So IT has to get in front of this digital wave or it's going to be swamped. And the agenda today, if this clicker works, is to help address that change. And what we want to talk about today is we're going to have a couple of keynote speakers before the morning tea break, and I'll introduce all the speakers in more depth in a minute. But Peter Griffiths will give insights on technology available to help take charge of the digital revolution. Tim Chow, a Stanford University lecturer, is going to give us a global view on disruptive technology trends and how to take advantage of them. Then after the morning tea, we've got two great keynote speakers from customers who have addressed these challenges within their own business, Frank McGrath and Peter McTaggart from ANZ Bank and Australia Post respectively are going to address those for you with that. And then after lunch, we've got, after that we'll have the IT leaders panel where I'll get them up on stage here and you guys will have an opportunity to ask them questions. We also have, as you can see here, at the hashtag alongside that on the agenda, if you've got questions, if you want to call them out from the audience, you're welcome to during that IT leaders panel, but if you want to submit questions ahead of time, please feel free to do that using the hashtag #CA Expo MLB, and we will continue to put that hashtag up on most of the slides as we go through this morning so that you don't have to write that down or try and remember it, but please submit questions ahead of time so we can deal with them. Okay? After lunch, we've got the breakout tracks, and the breakout tracks are going to be into three areas of DevOps, which I'll come to in 2 seconds, mobility, cloud security, and then technology leaders. And in DevOps, we're talking about how do you develop and deliver faster, higher quality applications and services more cost effectively to your business. And that whole session is on that. Each of these breakout tracks has 5 separate sessions, so you can switch back and forth between them. Mobility, cloud and security, clearly those are the hottest IT topics today in the marketplace. And then tech leaders session is going to be business partners presenting to you on what they have done with other customers, how they've been successful, and then what you guys can consider that they may be able to do for you as well. So on that note, what I'd like to do is thank our sponsors for being here. So our gold sponsors, Ixia, UXC Connect, SAP, Revolution IT, Checkpoint Software, Layer 7 Technologies, and First Point Global. There are gold sponsors here. Could you please thank them for their contributions to the show and being participants? We thank them very much. And also our silver partners, Hagrid, JDS, and AC3. Let's thank them for participating as well. Thank you. Now, all of those partners have got stands out there where you can go and see the sorts of things that they've been doing, and the gold sponsors, many of them will be presenting through those tracks. They have a series of prizes, and this I know is the reason that everybody's actually come to this event, is for the prizes. But there's a rule, at least for the CA prize. At 4:30, when we draw the prize, you need to actually be here to win it. Okay, so some of the partners may be more generous and they may actually ship it to you, but we won't. So these are the various different prizes you can win. Out on the technology showcase that's out there, you will see all of these. I don't intend to go through this slide, but there are presentations from our business partners and from all the CA stands on each of these various different things that range from mainframe, mobility, service assurance, security services, all those sorts of things. So there's no shortage of information out there for you guys to go and see. Now, how do you get information live at this event? We have got wireless access. You can see there's the CA Expo Melbourne 13, and the password CA Expo 13 will get you there, okay? On the website that you go onto, you'll be able to find the prize entry form for the CA prize. The CA prize is this big coffee machine maker. In Canberra, I called it a thingy, and I got in trouble for that, but I can't remember what it is. It's a DeLonghi coffee maker, which you will want, I'm told. And so you need to go onto the website to register for the prize draw, and you can also get latest agenda, as you can see, presentations, biography, and requests for follow-up meetings. And as I said in the previous